Now we are going to start our new chapter, okay, inside the drafting and annotation. That is dimension command, okay, how to dimension any object. Okay, so let's do the initial settings. Okay, now let's create some objects so that we can do our, see, go to rectangle. Let's create some rectangles, a series of rectangle like this. Okay, exactly. Now go to dimension command, dim, dim, dim. Okay, that's the dimension command, dim. Enter. Now we have lots of options right here. Select dim object, select object for dim, angular, baseline, continue, ordinate, align, distribute, layer, undo. So I will explain each and everything. So first, left click onto this endpoint and left click onto this endpoint. So it will show the distance between these 2 points, this endpoint and this endpoint. Okay, left click here, endpoint. And now to place this, we have to place this dimension somewhere. So let's say I want to place here. Okay, now still we are inside the dimension command. So press escape. Now you can see here, it is written as 133 comma 41. How much? 133 comma 41. It is written as comma, so there is some problem. So for that, go to D, enter. If you press D and enter, you will see that dimension style manager dialog box will get open. From here, go to ISO 25. Go to ISO 25 and you can modify it, or you can create new. As of now, as I am working on ISO 25, ISO 25 is activated. So go to that and go to modify. Okay. Now here you can see that some options are there. There are lots of options. One by one I will explain. First, I am going into text and I am increasing the text height. Let us take it as 5. Okay. And one more thing I want to change, that is text is done. Okay, go to primary units and here decimal separator. Go to primary units and decimal separator. It is, as of now, it is set as comma. Go to period and okay, close it. Now you will see that the text height is somewhat bigger now, and also in spite of that comma, now decimal is showing. So that's the decimal only. And the length of this particular line is 133.41. Now, if you go to dimension command, dim, that is dim, dim, select this endpoint, select this endpoint. Okay. So how much it is showing? It is 91.5. Okay. Suppose if I select this line, suppose if I select this particular line, so that particular line length will show. You don't have to click endpoint and other endpoint. So directly you can do the dimensioning like this. Okay, so it is as simple as that. Suppose if you want to dimension this, so directly hover your mouse, it will show the dimension. Left click onto that and place it, and place it. Again, select this and place it. So like that it will work. I hope this is clear. So that's the linear dimension. Okay, that's the linear dimension. We have lots of option of dimension. Actually, if you go to annotate, if you go to annotate, you will have lots of other options as well. Okay, if you go to annotate, you will have linear dimension, align dimension, angular dimension, arc length, radius, diameter, jogged ordinate, everything is there. Okay, we have continue, baseline, all these options I will explain one by one. But first, we will try to appreciate the command only first. So go to dim. Okay, now we have angular dimension. Angular dimension. Go to angular, select this and this. You will see that this is 90 degree. Okay, this is 90 degree. Okay, after this, go to dim again. Now we have called baseline. Okay, go to baseline. Now it will ask first extension line. Actually, I want to explain something. These are the extension lines. This line right here. This is the extension line of the dimension. See this line. This is the extension line of the dimension. This line. This is the extension line of the dimension. Extension line, extension line. So this is the extension line. So let's click on that extension line. If I click onto that extension line, so from that particular extension line, this will be made. Now you can see it is clashing. It is clashing with this dimension and I don't want that. So you can go to offset right here. You can go to offset. As of now, the offset distance is 3.75. You can increase it by 10. Now you can see the distance is somewhat more. Okay. Now click on this point. Again, once you click on this point, again, see it is taking this as baseline and it will create dimensions like this. You can see the arrow size are quite smaller, right? We can increase or decrease that as well. Yes. So like that, baseline works. Okay, this is how dimension inside that baseline works. So this was the extension line, which I take it as a baseline, and from that baseline, all the dimensions you can give like this. Okay, now let me explain it again. Go to dim, go to baseline. Let me select, this time I will select extension line as this one. So select this, so that will be taken as baseline. Now select this, 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 and this. So like this, press enter, again escape. So like this, you can use the baseline. Okay, and offset is nothing but the distance between these two, dimension lines. Okay. Okay, now let's delete this. Let us delete this. Now go to dim again, dim, dim. Now the next option is continue. So go to continue. Again, first extension line, it is asking. Let me take this as my first extension line. Now it will do like this. This one. So see, this is the continue. Continue means there will not be any offset between two dimension lines. There will not be any offset. It will be continuous. If you want to see it again, see it here. Go to dim, go to continue. This is the extension line. Select this, 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 like that. You can do that. Okay. So this is how continue works. Go to continue. Let me delete this. Go to dim and then continue. First extension line. So this is the first extension line like this. So see, continuous, continue. it will be happening. So I hope this is clear. Okay, this is very much clear. If you have any doubts, you can ask. So dimension continue is done. Now I want to, before going further into the dimension, I want to do some setting. But before that as well, create some circle. Okay. Create an arc. Okay. So this is a circle, this is an arc. Go to dim, enter. Okay. So you can see, one thing. Observe one thing very carefully. Once I hover my cursor arc, onto the arc, you can see the option of dim is getting changed. Select arc to specify radius, or you can go to diameter, jogged, arc length, or angular. Whatever you want to select, Suppose I want to select the diameter, so press D and enter. Okay, so select this. So as of now, it is showing as diameter. It is showing as diameter. So place it. This is the placement. So this is as simple as that. Suppose I want to dimension it again, but this time I don't want dia. I want the radius. So press R and enter. So select this. Now it will show the radius. If you go outside, it will keep the radius outside. Okay. Hover your mouse there. See, again it is showing dia, but I want radius. So press R. Just you have to hover your mouse over the circle. Okay. Press R, enter. So this is the radius. If you want to keep it inside, you can keep it inside. If you want to keep it outside, you can keep it outside as well. Okay, this arrow size I can understand, these are very small. I can change it later. Okay, now let's come here again. Go to dim. Now hover your mouse. Now I want to go to the arc length. Where arc length? So press L. For arc length, press L, because L is highlighted in the arc length. So L, enter. So select this arc. You can see this is how the arc length dimension will show. This line, this particular line represents that it is a dimension for arc length, and the arc length is 234.14. Exactly. I hope this is clear. Go to dim again. Now you can see, once you hover your mouse, you will see now one more option is there. Angular. Press A, enter. Now it will show the included angle. Over your mouse there. Now it will show the included angle. That is 139 degree included angle of the arc. Now place it. I hope this is clear. Now again, now it is kindly hodgepodge. So let's create one more arc here. Like this. Okay, go to dim. dim. Just hover your cursor onto the thing. Once you hover your cursor, you will see the option will be highlighted of the arc. Radius is done, dia is done, arc length is also done. Now it's time for jogged. So press J, enter. So see, for jog, the radius will show like this. See, it will show like this. Okay, the jogged radius. Suppose you want to give it for this, again specify jogged. Okay, once you hover your cursor there, this option will come. See here, near at the command line, diameter, jogged, angular. So go to jogged, J, enter. Okay, again hover your mouse. Three times you have to click. Okay, hover your mouse, left click. See, I want to keep the length like it, this much. So left click. Once you left click, now this will come. Wherever you want to place your jog, here or here. Suppose I want to place my jog here. So left click again. Now to position this. Now to position this, again you have to press left click. Left click. So like this. This is the jogged radius. In this way, you can also show your radius. So that's one of its kind representation. Again, hover your mouse there, select it. Suppose I want this much, okay? And how much big you want this jog? Let's keep it as this much big, okay? So place it here. Now where you want to place it? Again, place it. So I think there are 3 time click. See, hover your mouse, okay? First, you have to left click onto that arc, okay, like this. Go to dim again, go to dim again, okay, hover your mouse there. Once you hover your mouse, it will show. So as of now, see in the command line what it is showing, select arc to specify jogged. So select this arc, okay. Again you have to specify the length of the arrow. So that's the length of the arrow. Suppose I want this much length, left click again. After this, where you want to place it? Here, 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 where? Suppose I want to place it here, somewhere here, somewhere here, okay. So again left click. Now to position this inclined line, okay, again you have to left click. So like this, jogged radius is done. Obviously we can change the setting of the jogged radius as well, that I will explain. Okay, now this is done. Okay, so now you can see that the arrow size is very small. So go to D enter, that is dim style manager. I was working in ISO 25. So I will modify as of now that, then I will explain how to create a new dim style manager. So current dimension style is ISO 25. Okay, current dimension style is ISO 25. It is showing. Select this, modify this. Now you can see we have lots of options available right here. Line, symbols and arrows, text, fit, primary units, alternate units, tolerance. So let's go to lines first. All the change you can see here on this screen. Okay, so color. Suppose if I choose red, this is the color of dimension line. Just look at here carefully. This is the dimension line. This is the dimension line. This is the dimension line, right? This is the dimension line. This is the dimension line. So I have selected the dimension line as red. I don't want red. I want yellow color. Line type, again, you can change by layer, by block, continuous. Let me go to other. Load it. Let me take this. However, you should never change the line type of dimension line. It must be continuous. For just explaining, I am doing this. I'll go to ISO dot. Okay. Select this. Okay. Line weight, you can give whatever you want. Again, that is not recommended. Okay. Extend beyond ticks, that I will explain well a bit later. Now we have baseline spacing. If you remember, while I was doing the baseline, I was explaining the baseline inside the dim command. In that, one offset option was there. So that is the distance, offset distance. So as of now, it is 3.75. Okay. As of now, it is 3.75. So let it be. Okay, I will explain that. What is that? Baseline spacing offset actually. Okay, now we have option called suppress. Dim line 1, dim line 2. So there are two dim lines. You can see all the changes have been reflected here. See line weight. If you choose, the line weight will show like this. Okay, a line type, all the things mostly it will reflect here. So suppress dim line 1. Suppose if I suppress it, see this dim line 1 will get separate, suppress from each and every dimension. This is the dim line 2 suppression. So like this it will work. Okay, see both the dimension line are suppressed, which is obviously not recommended. So you can keep both. If you uncheck it both, the whole dimension line will be showing. So see, this part is gone, this part is gone, this part is gone, like that. Okay, yes. Now we have extension lines right here. Okay, extension lines right here. Extension lines. In that, check the color. Let's take green color. Now you can see all the extension lines. See, this is the object, brown color object. See, all the extension lines are of green color. Okay, now you can change the line type. Let me change the line type of external line 1. Go to other, again load. Let us load this. Okay, select this. Okay, line type external line 2, because there are two extension lines, right? 1 2. Let me select this one. Line weight, you can take it as per your wish. You can suppress the extension lines. If you suppress the extension line 1, see one side extension line of all the dimensions, actually mostly in the linear dimension only you will see this extension lines, so it is suppressed. Okay, so like this it will work. Okay, exactly. This baseline spacing I will explain what is that. Now extend beyond dim lines. As of now it is 1.25. Suppose if I give it as 10, give 10 and press somewhere else. See, extend beyond dim lines. So this is the dimension line. See beta, this is the dimension line. This yellow is the dimension line. So this extension lines, how much you want to extend? See, suppose if I give 5. So see, this is how much. Suppose if I give 10, see it will increase. Suppose if I give 20, see this length will increase. This particular length will increase. Can you see that? Yes, exactly. So if I give 1, if I give 1, see it is very small. This is very small. You can see that. So that is going to change. If you give 30, it will be so longer. Means from the dimension line, how much extension you want, how much extend you want this part. See, from this to this, from this arrow right here to this, that's the 30. Now offset from origin, let me give it as 5 and left click here. So can you see any change? Offset from origin. Actually see what is that, I will explain. If I give 15, see nothing is getting reflected. Actually what is that, I will explain this thing. See here, sets the distance to offset from the point on the drawing that define the dimension. So actually see here, let me press OK. Okay, and this one, select this ISO 25 and set current. Okay, see how all the dimension lines are changed now. See, this is the dimension line. See, this is the dimension line. This yellow is the dimension line. This is the extension line 1, extension line 2. There are two extension lines. This is the extension line, this is the extension line, and both the extension lines are of different, okay, are of different line type in all of the object. You can see this extension line is dotted, this extension line is dashed one. That's what I selected. Okay, now this is the, from this part to this part, that's the extend beyond arrow lines. Okay, now what was that baseline? Okay, go to d, enter, modify. As of now this baseline is spacing. Okay, suppose if I set it as 10. Okay, okay, now how to see that? Go to dim command, go to dim command, select this and this. Okay, now go to dim command again, dim, enter, go to baseline, go to baseline. Suppose select this as my offset. So now you can see, now you can see this distance is how much? That is 10. Baseline spacing is this one only. Okay, that's the baseline spacing between this to this. It should be 10. Now suppose if I change it, go to D, enter, modify it, set the baseline spacing as 25. Okay, close it. Okay, let us delete this. First let us create some dimension, dim, like this. Okay, now go to baseline, select this as baseline. Now see how much it is. Select this. Okay, select this. Now you can see the gap between the dimension lines. Here the gap was 10 and here the gap was, here the gap is 25. I have just put my lines here. See, let's do it again, because wrongly I have dimension. Dim, go to baseline, select this, select this, this and this. See how the baseline spacing is changing. Here the baseline spacing was 10, and once I go to de-enter and modify, here the baseline spacing is 25. That's why it became 20. So that's it. You can change that. You can change that from this option as well. Dim, baseline, select the this. You can change from here as well. Offset. As of now, offset is 25. This offset is same as baseline spacing in the dim style manager. If I give it as 10, now see, it will be 10 only. Select it, place it, place it, enter, enter, and escape. So this is how it is done. Now you can see that, you can see this from this arrow to this part. That's the extend beyond. See, go to ISO 25, modify. So here extend beyond dim line, it is set as 30. Okay, and offset from origin is 15. If I give it as 0.5, suppose. Okay, close it, delete this, go to dimension, this one, set current. Okay, now dimension it. Now if you dimension it, 1 second, de-enter, modify it, offset from origin. Actually this fixed length extension line is checked. You have to uncheck it, then only this option will get activated. Okay, see, offset from origin, just uncheck this line, uncheck this line, offset from origin. If I set it as 5, now you can see offset from origin. Actually, the point on the object is taken as origin. So from that origin up to this extension line, this is taken as 5. Suppose if you do it 15, now you can see this is 15. If you give it 10, 30, then you can see 30. So like that, it will work. So as of now, I am doing it 0.5. Let's say 0.5. Okay, close it. Now you can see that. Now you can see very well. This is the origin because this is the object, right? This is the object. From this object up to this particular extension line, this gap is maintained as 0.5 because offset from origin of the extension line is 0.5. Go to D, enter, and again modify. And from here, if you do it 5, suppose 5, okay, close it. Now you will see that this gap is increased. See, the gap is increased from everywhere. Okay, I hope this is very much clear. Okay, de-enter, modify it. Now we have called fixed length. Fixed length. If fixed length extension line, if you set that, then there is no change. You will not be able to see any change if you change this value. Suppose if I change the length, suppose this length is 1, as of now it is 1. Let me set it as 5. Okay, okay, close it. Now you can see this will be changing. Go to de-enter, modify. Okay, fixed length extension line, if I do it 20, okay, close it. See, 20 means what we are doing here, we are fixing the extension length from this. Suppose if I increase some more, modify, let me give it as 40 now. Okay, now you can see how it is increasing the length. So from this point to this point, okay, from this point to this point, this length we are fixing it. Okay, that's it. De-enter, modify. So actually, what is the thing? Offset from origin means from this point to this extension line, there's that distance. But if I activate this fixed length extension line, then the length of the extension line will be varying. Okay, suppose if I give 100, okay, close it. Now you will see no change because 100 is too much. 100 is too much value. So go to D, enter, modify. Okay, and let us give some little value only, 20 or rather 15. Okay, close it. So that's the thing. This is the extension line length. So that is not that much important. That totally depends upon the standard based on the industry works. Okay, so all the options I have explained here. Offset from origin means what? If the object is set as origin, so from origin to this extension line, that distance is the offset from origin. Okay, extend beyond, and this one, fixed length extension line means what? From this arrow to this means the extension line means this part length. It is talking about this part length. That's it. Okay, this is done. Now this option is remaining, extend beyond ticks. Actually, extend beyond ticks, for that you have to go to symbol and arrows. You can change the type of arrow. See, you can change the type of arrow. As of now, I am selecting this architectural tick. Okay, first and second both are architectural tick. Other options I will explain later. First and second architectural tick. See, architectural tick came. Now, if you go to lines again, you will see that extend beyond tick. will get activated. Suppose if I give it as 10 and press somewhere else like this, so you can see this is the extend beyond text, extend beyond text. Okay, they are talking about dimension line because this is inside the dimension line, right? Inside the dimension line there is an option extend beyond text, which is 10. Suppose if I give some more 15, okay, and left click somewhere else, you will see the change. Press ok, close it. Now you will see all the arrows has been converted into ticks, and this is the extend beyond ticks. I hope this is clear. Now let's continue our dim command. Go to dim style manager. Okay, that is D enter. Let me select first of all what I am going to do, select the line type as continuous. Okay, select the line type as continuous, here also continuous, because it looks very odd. Okay, it looks very odd. And line weight 00, line weight 0.00, like that. Okay, now it should be closed filled arrow on both side. This leader I will explain when I will teach you about leader. Okay, now this arrow size, as I told you, the arrow size looks very small, so keep the arrow size as 5. Okay, press ok, close it. Now you can see the arrow size has been enhanced, enlarged. Go to D enter again, modify. Okay, arrow size, make it as 15. Okay, close it. Now you can see the arrow size, it is somewhat bigger now. Okay, like this. I hope this is clear. Go to D enter, modify. Now here in the arrow you can select different types of arrows which you want. Okay, suppose first arrow head is closed, and second arrowhead, let's say dot, so it will look something like this. Make the arrow size as 10 and press ok to see that. See, one side is arrow, another side is dot. Again it is looking very odd. Just for explanation I did that. Go to ISO 25 and then modify. Okay, so this should be closed filled like this. Now make the arrow size as 5, that will be perfect. Okay, now after this, look at here. First is arc length symbol. It is preceding dimension text. Let me show you. See, let me create an arc rather. Okay, now let's dimension it. Go to dim, enter, hover your mouse there. Once you hover your mouse there, you will see the command line, the command bar. See, radius, diameter, arc length, angular, all things can be seen. So go to arc length. How to select arc length? Press L and enter. Now select this arc. Select this arc. Okay, now can you see that? Can you see that this arc length symbol? It is preceding the dimension text. Preceding means in front of the dimension text, the arc length symbol is there. Suppose go to D enter, modify, and above above dimension text. Okay, close it. Now that symbol will come above the dimension text. D enter, modify. Okay, now if you select none, nothing will be there, but it would be better, preferable is this one, above dimension text. Okay, now we have radius jog dimension. Let me change the radius jog dimension as of now 30 degree. Okay, yes, 30 degree. Now go to dim, hover your mouse there. Also you can go to annotate, and also you can go to this radius, jogged radius. See, go to annotate. From here you can go to jogged radius. Select this. See, go to jogged radius, select this. Let's say this is the center. So wait a second, some problem is happening. Go to jogged radius, select and circle, place it somewhere, and see. You will see this. Place it and again place it. You can see this angle, this inclined line. Can you see that? This inclined line angle is the 30 degree. This angle is your 30 degree from this line to this line. That's the 30 degree. D enter, that is dim style manager. Go to modify. Inside that symbol and arrows, you can see that this jog angle. If you change this jog angle, suppose if I select it as 75. Now see. Now go to dim, go to dim, enter, hover your mouse there. No, I have to go to jog. Hover your mouse there. Now you can see the option in the command line, radius, diameter, jogged. I want the jogged. So for that, J, enter. Now again hover your mouse. Left click. You can see the radius. It is 53.62. But can you see one thing? Now place it again. Can you see one thing? This angle is 30. This angle is 75 because I set the jogged radius angle as 75. Let's do it 90. D enter. Modify it. This jog angle. Okay, let's say it is 90. See, one thing is showing here. You can go to dim jog ang. See the command, it is written there. DIMJOGANG. If you go there, you can also set the angle from there itself. So let me set it as 90 degree. Okay. Okay. Now go to dim. Hover your mouse there. Okay. How much length you want? Suppose I want this much length. Okay. Now you can see that. See the angle 90 degree. Okay. See, this angle is 90 degree. How to do that? Go to dim. Hover your mouse there. Select it. First select the length. So left click. Now you can move here or here. See, as it is 90. Again left click. Now position it. Again left click. So this is how jog radius angle is done. Okay. Now delete this. Go to D enter. That is dim style manager. Modify. Okay. So this jog angle is done and dusted. Now we have linear jog dimension. Okay, linear jog dimension. Okay, this one, dim jog ang. Let us try to do with that. Dim jog ang. Enter. As of now, the angle is 90°. You can set it as 45°. Okay, now it is set. So go to dim, select this arc. Once you select the arc, set the length of the arrow, left click here. Now set the position, again left click, and now position the inclined line. So this is 45°. This angle is 45°. I hope this is very much clear. Okay, now this is done. Okay, so de-enter. Here, go to modify again, ISO 25. So this is done. This radius jog dimension is also completed. Now let's talk about this linear jog dimension. Jog height factor. Jog height factor. Jog height factor is jog height factor is 5. So what is the use of this? See, go to dim jog. Go to dim jog. Dim jog line. Okay, dim jog line. So select dimension to add jog. So select this dimension. Let us select this dimension. Now it is asking us to specify jog location. Suppose I want the jog here. So left click again. So see, this is the jog. So from this point right here to this point, the vertical height of that peak and valley. This is the peak, this is the valley. So for that vertical distance between the peak and valley is 5. That's the jog height factor. Again go to dim jog line. If you want to remove it, go to remove. This is the jog and that has been removed. So that is actually done whenever we have drawings, like suppose we have drawings of very high length, suppose 1 kilometer length, but I want to show a road. Suppose a road is there of 1 kilometer length, okay, into the drawing like this. Okay, so what do? We show the diagram like this. Go to dim. Okay, first select the length of this line. Okay, and go to dim jog line. Dim jog line. Okay, dim jog line. Select dimension. Select this dimension to add jog. Now select. Now position it. I want to position it here. Okay, now this is the jog line. So actual length is 466. See, the actual length is 466, but I want to show it like 1 kilometer. Now the unit we have set it as, in the unit, let's say it is in meters. Let's say it's in meters. So if the unit is in meters, then it should be how much? 10,000 meters. You can edit it actually. Okay, double click. See, double click onto this. Double click and type it. I want how much? I want it to be, let's say, 10,000 meters. So 10,000 meters like that. So it is 10,000. It is how much the length was? 466. But I have mentioned it as 10,000. And this jog factor we will use. If you want to remove it, you can remove it as well. Okay, so we can edit this type of dimension. Now, just if you want to edit something here, you have to double click onto that and you can write whatever you want. Okay, now after this, go to de-enter, ISO 25, modify. After this, jog factor is done. Okay, that the height. Now after that, suppose if I select it as 15, okay, if I select it as 15, so go to dim, jog line, select this, select the location. See, it is even bigger now. 15 is the height. 15 is the vertical height. Okay, 15 is the vertical height. See, select this and this. Exactly. So I hope this is clear. So as you increase it, ISO 25, as you increase this factor, that will be shown there. Okay, so I hope this is very much clear. So that's the factor actually. Okay, that's the jog factor. Okay, that's the jog factor. Don't think that that's the height in meters. Okay, that's the factor actually. If you increase it further 30, see, it will be even bigger. So that's the factor. So as of now, I'm removing it. Dim, jog, line. Go to remove, select this dimension line and it will be removed. Now we have some more commands about this center mark and this dimension break. I will explain. So first of all, let me create a circle right here. Let me create an arc. Okay, go to DCE. DCE means dim center. Dim center. Okay, DCE is the shortcut key, dim center. Okay, so go to dim center, select an arc or circle. So you can see the dim center is here. Okay, it is showing in blue color because in the dimension style manager, you have selected it as green color. See this extension line, green color. That's why. Okay, now DCE, select this. See, let me change the color here. Let me see whether it will happen or not. Lines, let me select it as cyan. Okay, close it. Now go to DCE. So you will see this will be in cyan color, blue color, like that. So that's the DCE. Now go to dim sen. Means sometimes what happens, if you want to trace the center of this particular circle, the center of this particular circle, okay, the center of this particular circle. So this is how we can trace it. Go to DCE, enter and select this arc. You will get the center of it. Now once you zoom it, if you select this and if you select this, actually those are two vertical lines and they are separated actually. Okay, exactly. Now go to dim sen, dim sen, enter. Now can you see the value? Dim sen value is 2.5. Dim sen value is 2.5. Let us take it as 10. Let us take it as 10. Okay. Now go to DCE, enter. Select this. See, the size is increased. So actually to change the size of the center mark, this mark, we use dimsen command. DIMCEN, dimsen command. Suppose if I give it as 20, okay, let me erase this. Okay, go to DCE. Okay, DCE is the dim center and select this. So there are two values. There are two things. One is DCE, which is nothing but dim center, Another is dim sen. Okay, dim sen. Dim sen is used to change the value. Okay, if I give 45, enter, and go to DCE to add the center, select this. See, even more bigger. I hope this is very much clear. Means to increase or decrease the size of this mark, we use dim sen command, and to create that particular mark, we use DCE command. Okay, now we have some more commands. Go to D enter, that is dim style manager, modify, go to symbol and arrows. Can you see the center marks or center mark line? Actually, this is nothing but this only. See, delete this, delete this, delete this, delete all these things. Okay, now go to annotate, go to annotate and go to center mark, select this. See here, select this. So that's the center mark. Okay, that's the center mark. Okay, now go to center mark exe, center mark exe, center mark exe. As of now, in the center mark exe, it is on. Suppose let me off it. Center mark exe, off it. Now try to do center mark. Go to center mark, select this. Now you will see this particular small thing. Now what is the difference between this mark and this particular center mark? Actually here it is joined and here it is not joined. See, these two lines are separated. And this is the center mark, actual center mark. When center mark exe is off, when the center mark exe is off, then it will, the center mark will show like this. When it is on, it will show like this. Suppose let me do it on. Okay, now go to center mark and select this. See, it will show like this. It will show like this because center mark exe is on. And you can change the, you can change it as well. See, this is how you can increase the size or decrease the size like that. Okay, so that's the center mark. Okay, so let me do center mark exe off. Okay, now it is off. Delete this, delete this, or let us create one more circle, not an issue. Okay, now go to D enter, that is dim style manager, go to ISO 25 modify, and from here we have mark. Okay, so go to line, suppose, okay, suppose the size is, let me give it as 10. Okay, close it. Okay, go to center mark and give the value. So can you see one thing? Actually, delete this. Actually, what is happening, just see it very carefully. Go to DCE. Okay, go to DCE, select this. See, this is the enlarged value, enlarged thing. Actually, if you go to dim style manager, ISO 25 modify, right here the mark is 10. This is the mark. Actually, this mark controls, see, it is quite similar to dim sen, dim sen, dim sen. It was synonymous to dim sen, and it is the positive value of dim sen. See, dim sen. Okay, now suppose go to dim sen. If I give value 10 in the dim sen, okay, now let me create some more circle. Yes, like this. Now go to uh, DCE, DCE, Go to DCE, select this, see, now it is 10. Select this, see it is 10. But go to dim style manager again, ISO 25, modify. Now, if I go to line and the line is activated as of now, give it as 20, 20, okay, okay. Now, delete this and go to DCE, enter. Select this. As the line was selected, understand it very carefully. In the dim style manager, modify, line is selected. When the line is selected here, then in the DCE command, from the DCE command itself, it will be like this. You can change this value from here as well. Dim sen. In the dim sen, give negative value. Let's say -30. -30. Okay. Now go to DCE and set this. See, this is the -30. It will be some more extended one. I hope this is clear.